Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games. We're back.
Here we are. It's post E3, and
yeah, we're back.
Boy, did we wish that hadn't happened.
I basically had a week off last week. I decided, considering we're doing E3 all week.
I wish we were. Poor life choices were made, but we, hindsight is 2020.
I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother uploading anything.
To be honest, apart from one item of news,
yes,
there was really nothing to talk about apart from what was happening at E3. And so since we were doing that on my channel, it was pointless to talk about it twice.
Yeah. But
especially since there was an awful lot to talk about.
A rundown. Basically, it was very bleh.
Meh is the word. It ended literally like a wet squid.
Right, everybody, I've seen online that everybody's saying that Microsoft's was really good. In my honest opinion, no, it wasn't.
No,
it was the best out of the lot, but that's a very low bar.
Microsoft, yeah, that's like, look, let's all be honest, right? Microsoft being the best at E3 is like the best NFL team in the worst division of the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, whichever year that is and how, I mean, the last couple of years has been, is it the AFC East? No, NFC East.
It's been the one with the Cowboys,
Redskins, Cowboys, Washington football team,
Eagles and
Giants.
Yeah, it's been that team.
Been that division. That division has been the worst for the last few seasons. May change, but hey ho. Like I've said in my channel, on our chats, at the last one we had to end off. I think Sony came out looking better because
Sony looked the best
by not showing up.
Sony looked the best.
Sony looked better by not showing up again. How do you do this? How do you do this? I mean, yes, Microsoft showed a lot of games, but the vast majority were just trailers and not actual gameplay. Like there was a distinct lack of gameplay.
Yeah, but there's always a lack of gameplay in
for E3 even there was a distinct lack of gameplay. Like there was entire presentations with no gameplay whatsoever.
Somebody checked all the games basically. This is all of them that was shown at E3.
Yeah.
The amount of puzzle games have actually gone up by 60. I think it was 60%. So the amount of puzzle games that are coming out that look good as well.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Which is
that's a shame.
That's because I mean, let's face it. Over the last few years, E3's been like, "Where's the nearest gun?" And we'll blast that alien thing over there.
Yeah, it's been very one-dimensional.
For most of the games that get
at least the ones that are presented in the big presentations.
Yeah. So that's good.
I mean, if it wasn't for Devolver Digital, I think it would have been horrendous.
Mm.
And even then, Devolver Digital ain't necessarily a part of E3. They do stuff outside of E3 because they don't want to be part of it.
Yeah.
So, anywho,
well, what happened during E3, or just before E3? EA got hacked.
Yes.
If anybody knows, this happened basically almost a couple of days after our last chat that we had.
Yeah.
So I was a bit annoyed about that. But
and it wasn't just like a little one. This was like a major. What was it? 700 gigabytes.
Yeah,
they a lot of information.
They stole a lot of source code material for different games.
For different games. I think they got the source code for the
the hackers claim they have 780 gigabytes of data.
Jesus.
Of what they've stolen. They've stole the source code for FIFA 21, which means they've stolen the source code for FIFA 20, FIFA 19, FIFA 18,
22, 22, 23, 24,
and
25.
At least FIFA 17. So they've got 6 games there, as it is. They're claiming that they've stolen the source code for Battlefield. Now, whether that's the new one coming or if it's just Battlefield 5.
Well, it's going to be in the Frostbite engine, so
I'm assuming yes, the new one.
Yeah, it's going to be. Well, this is the thing. It's going to be in the Frostbite engine, which means that if there's any flaws that they can find in the Frostbite engine, Battlefield 2042 is going to have them.
Here's the weird thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
The hackers then explained how they did it.
Because it was that easy. I've read the thing. It's mind-bogglingly like.
My brain's just sort of like, wait, hold on.
It smells of someone who doesn't think that EA are actually going to change anything. And considering EA's history,
yeah, they're not going to change.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. They should. They probably should, and I'm assuming they will. But then again, if it turns out like 2 years down the line, the headline EA got hacked the same way as before, I wouldn't be surprised.
So basically,
my one thing though, right, before we go further in, is like the people that are going to get the shit for this are once again going to be the lower rungs of the company. Oh, yeah. Instead of the higher ups who literally do nothing, take all the money and just sit in our ass and do fuck all.
What's the cheapest thing we can do?
Yeah.
Sort of
how can we monetize? How can we add more monetization to Madden NFL? Honest to God, that game is an abomination. It is an abomination.
It's a slot machine.
It's even worse than that. Like, how many menus do you have to go through to play a single fucking game?
I mean, it was what? It was like $20 for the colour green, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
It was something stupid like that. It was
$20 for the colour green.
It was so stupid with the pricing.
$20
like,
for the colour green, everyone.
God. Like, I mean, it's egregious anyway. Like, but as somebody who has worked in selling things, like, first off, it's like I said, it's egregious anyway. But if you're going to do it, you do it in ways that they don't notice.
People don't notice.
I know. I know what I'm saying is very scummy.
Well, no, that's what they do, right? They because EA has such a low opinion of customers that they think they're stupid, dumb, gullible, and will buy anything from them. They go, well, because you don't buy them literally with currency. If you have to with like dollars or pounds or etc., you have to buy the in-game currency and then buy it. There's enough separation. They feel that people won't notice how much they're actually paying for.
Mm.
I mean, yes, there will be some people that do that, but like the vast majority of us, yeah, we notice that.
See,
shit.
I would have, the way I've been trained and the way I've always done it, the sort of thing. What I would have done is like we start off with like colours at like $1.
No, you don't even.
No. This is how you start. This is how you start. Okay, you start off at like $1. Okay, or 50 cents or a pound, 50p.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you start off there, and then what you do is you gradually, without the customer knowing, up the price.
Yes,
that's how you do it. You don't start off with like, oh, it's $20 for one colour.
Yes, but
and
this
then we'll
is
lower it a little bit.
EA has no actual foot in reality.
Yeah, I know.
The decision-making people have no foot in reality. They don't. To be perfectly honest, if those people were put into a shop and told to sell things,
yeah,
they would be terrible at it.
Oh yeah, I know.
They would be absolutely shit at it.
I'd end up wanting just to beat them over the head with a stick.
The hierarchies of the AAA industry, the corporate bigwigs and all
the
that.
ones who come up with make all the decisions.
Yeah, the ones who make all the decisions
are dumb. They're all very dumb.
Are there because they've put money in, not because they've made money.
They are like the people who run AAA. I'm just like not AAA, not AA, just AAA. AAA gaming industry
the
companies.
People, EA.
They do generally surprise me with like, because I know you're saying they got there because they got money in, but like even then I'm like, how has nobody come up to you and told you you're an idiot?
Because they're all in the same boat. They're all the same group of people. They've all made their money the same way. They've all made their, like, they've either inherited it from their family or blah, 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 blah. Like, they're all made the money the same way, which means that there's no one in their group that literally turns around and goes, yeah, this is a very dumb idea.
Because they're all morons.
Yeah.
They're all morons.
They're all morons.
And this is my point. Like, why is there not anyone just to go up to them and go, you are a moron, please stop doing this.
Because they don't like being called that. Even though it is the truth, and the truth cares not about people's feelings, they don't like it, and so therefore they will not have those people.
Anyway, shall we go on to that?
Shall we go back to showing
Shall we talk about
how easy it was for...
So basically, the hackers, they basically bought some stolen cookies, which was being sold for $10 apparently, and using those to gain access to a Slack channel. I have no idea what a Slack channel is.
From what I've read, this Slack channel is like a inside, staff only server sort of thing.
Oh, right, okay.
I think.
Okay, right. I think I know what you mean.
Something that's got access into.
So something like because I've got something like that for where I work.
So it's basically if I've read correctly, it's something like that. They've got it's supposed to be just for staff access sort of thing.
Right, I've got you now. Obviously, cookies can save login details of particular users to potentially let hackers log into servers as that person. In this case, the hackers were able to get into the EA Slack using the stolen cookie. Although not necessarily connected, in February 2020, it was reported that a group of researchers discovered an ex-engineer had left a list of names of EA Slack channels in the public-facing code.
I mean, you treat your staff like shit. Someone's eventually going to do something like that. Not that I condone it, but I can understand if he's been treated like shit by the higher ups and then just let go. Yeah, I can see where that sort of by the way, guys, if you want access to EA servers, here's some details.
So, once they were in, they basically messaged an IT support member, explained to them that they'd lost their phone at a party or something, and
sorry. Oh, just hearing it again, it's just like,
so that they got basically sort of replacement.
Yeah, they got a new code.
New codes and stuff.
New code with the access.
They then again reported the hackers did this, so they get another code. They reported a multi-factor authorization code token from EAIT to gain access to the corporate network. So they were just given the code. They
basically just went, oh gosh, I lost my keys. I lost my keys. I was at Bill's last night. and I've left my keys there. No verification that they were saying who they were, who they said they were. They were just then given corporate access.
Yeah, they were just given corporate access.
God's sake. Who needs super cyberpunk hacking skills when you can just basically gain access to the fucking server?
All you have to do
and then contact IT and go, yeah, I've lost my passcode. Can you give me a new one?
Yeah, for $10 you can become a master hacker.
According to EA,
you literally just have to ask. What we do know is that there was no player data that had been accessed or anything like that. The hackers even confirmed that about the whole thing, that
it's not what they were after.
They didn't get any player details.
I mean, the big problem is that clearly they could have gotten player data if they'd wanted it. That's how bad this is. If they had actually wanted to get player data, there was probably nothing stopping them the moment they got corporate access.
The hackers also provided a series of documents that said they were stolen. As part of the hack, they included an assortment of material on PlayStation VR, which makes sense because Squadrons is in VR.
Yeah, they've got stuff. They've got stuff to make VR stuff for PlayStation. So yeah,
that makes sense. And also, they also have data on how to make digital crowds in the FIFA games. Oh, a tablet.
That's easy. No. Make very, 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 very poor polygon people, around about 4 of them, and then just spread, and then just copy and paste.
Yeah, and just have them do the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not even that.
Okay, I'll be a little bit generous. 6.
Just give them... No, change them a little bit. Give them different colour T-shirts.
Have you heard Madden NFL 2022 are going to add super fans back into the game?
You mean that thing that they had fucking years ago?
Yeah, that thing they had, like, last gen.
I've seen the list.
No, not last gen. The gen before.
I've seen the list of improvements that are apparently coming to Madden.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, I'm pretty sure...
They've had all these.
All these were already in the game.
All these were in the game at some point. At some point, they were already in
although... Improved scouting for franchise. Improved scout. Come on, just go away. IGN. Man.
I mean, let's be honest, right? Just giving me the ability to send a guy to look at someone would be an improvement in a Madden game.
And they've got they've took somebody from the community apparently to.
Oh God, yeah, to
help with scenarios.
Yeah.
And they're not even naming the person.
Well, yeah, which means they're probably not paying the person.
Which fuck you, EA.
Yeah. Oh, right. Here's the thing, right? There's some in American football. There are some in the NFL. There are some fans that are like really super fans, and like they're actually
they like dress up and all
they
that
dress
sort of
up and like they cheerlead and all that sort of stuff, and like they get and they've got people know them by name sort of thing. And they get shout-outs when they show up on TV, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, EA have turned around and gone, yeah, we can't get those because it costs too much. Yeah, I know. Now, there is another video on YouTube. I don't think I need to explain whose it is.
It's like a yearly... It looks like this is going to be a yearly event.
Yes. But he did make the point that Madden NFL... from its initial inception in the late 80s, has made $4 billion. I
think that number should tell you who it is that
yes.
the video. It's Angry Joe.
It's Angry Joe. God.
Watch his video. It's really funny.
Here's the thing, right? I find enjoyment from it as well, but I also feel sorry for him because it's clearly he's a big NFL fan. Yeah. And all he wants, as a person who is a big football or / soccer fan, I can attest to EA listening to all the new stuff EA comes up with, and like, new ball physics. So another ways for the balls to fuck me over by just bouncing off erratically and ending in the net.
We've got that to look forward to as well.
Yes.
Next month.
The
EA. We'll talk about this on here.
Yeah.
The EA Play.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's because it's.
It's going to be the sports games.
It's just sports games.
It's going to be Battlefield and the sports games.
And maybe a little bit more on Dragon Age.
Yeah.
We may get like more concept art.
Yes. That's all we'll get.
Or more watching people working on Dragon Age.
Yes.
But no actual gameplay.
Yes. Some more of that BioWare magic.
Magic.
Some more of it.
I'm dreading Dragon Age.
Anyway, but yeah, as a person that's played that is a big football fan and has played the FIFA series and Pro Evolution, it is fucking frustrating and disheartening to just look at the way the sport franchises have gone. Like, they are just absolutely fucking just
they're terrible.
I mean, the biggest problem with Pro Evolution is that it's Konami, and I don't want to give Konami any fucking money, and I don't want to get EA as little money as possible, because that's the reason why the last FIFA I got is FIFA 17, because I deny anyone to say to me that FIFA 17 is not the same as FIFA 18 or 19 or 20 or 21. It's not, people. The only thing that's different is they've put more money into Ultimate Team, and even then, it's a bare bones fucking experience.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad.
It's like
really, really bad.
It's like so much money they make from it, and it's like their golden goose, the thing that they show to everyone at all the shareholders meetings. And when you actually look at what is involved in Ultimate Team, it is a very bare bones experience. Like, leagues? No. Rankings? Well, yeah, but you have to then spend loads of money to actually do well.
Yes.
Like, the modes are just really
crap.
Yes. They're not even that good. I refuse to believe anyone telling me that the Ultimate Team is actually worth the money that you pay for it, because it's not.
I'm just very glad I don't play sports games anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I play Overwatch, and that is my that is my anger.
It's why I've gone more back into my motorsports now as well. So like Formula 1 and Codemasters is now part of EA. Oh, God.
Get ready for that.
Yeah.
No, look. The thing is, right?
This year won't have all the bullshit.
We know EA's way of going. Right? The first game that comes out when the boss thing is usually okay. Nothing too.
It's the year after.
It's the one after that you've got to worry about.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Formula 1 Ultimate Team. I'm just waiting for it.
Formula 1 Ultimate Team. How is that going to work?
Well, it's easy. You get basically you get cards for designers, parts, drivers, mechanics, pit crew, team principal, lead engineers.
God. You're going to get cards for fucking Toto Wolff and fucking...
Yes, you are.
and Ross Brawn.
Oh
my God, no.
You'll get classic drivers and but not just all the good, not all the legendary ones like Senna, but you'll get Alan Prost and that. But you'll get Giancarlo Fisichella.
They're gonna have a Nigel Mansell edition.
Yeah.
Did you just know they're gonna have a Nigel Mansell? Oh my God.
No, right. What EA will do, and I'm surprised I haven't actually pulled this with their football ones yet. What they will do is they'll have in Britain there'll be a Nigel Mansell version. Brazil will have an Ayrton Senna version. Germany will have a Michael Schumacher. Italy have a.
EA, do not do this with any of your sports games.
I will want 100% loyalties.
I want royalties.
I want 100% loyalties. There we go.
Royalties. You're saying loyalties.
Royalties. I don't give a fuck. Literally, all the money you make from this idea, I want. So therefore, you're not going to put it in. There we go. Good. Done. Covered my ass there. Finland will get Mika Hakkinen, the Mika Hakkinen version.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's too many versions. There's too many versions.
Yes, it is too many.
Too many versions.
Look, if Ubisoft can have like 17 different variations of the same fucking launch game, I'm surprised no one else has fucking tried it. Anyway, back to the hack.
Yeah, so basically, the hackers, unfortunately, they've not actually, well, as far as we know, they've not done anything with the information. My thinking is they're probably going to sell it to someone.
Yeah, they're going to sell it, probably to
either that or they're going to hold it.
Cheat makers, bot makers, blah blah blah.
Yeah, either that or they're going to hold it for
ransom.
EA to pay them back.
Yeah, either they're going to ransom it or they're going to ransom it. Here's the thing: I don't think this is the last of that we're going to hear of this. Because if they've got the source code for FIFA, they can probably dig into like Ultimate Team and the percentages, and also like the how it randomizes the cards. Because I guarantee you there's some bullshit going on behind the numbers there.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
No, you want to know over 86? It's 86 rated player. Well, you've got a less than one. Over 90.
If it's 86, it's like 4%.
Yeah,
you have a 4% chance, and then anything up from 90 onwards is like a 0.
Less than 1%.
It's like a 0.6%.
Now, here's the thing. That's legal speak, because less than 1% could be 0.5, 0.1, 0.01, 0.0000000001. That is still legally, technically speaking, less than 1%. But still a chance to get it, which is the biggest pile of shit going.
I don't understand that when they're like, oh, it's less than 1%. Well, how do you...
Why would I want to spend the money you're asking for a car for a chance of less than 1% chance of getting a card I want? You gonna tell me that, EA? Oh yeah, because you think everyone's a gullible piece of shit. That's what you and everyone and you basically give all your promoters on social media. You give them a whole bunch of cards, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have more advantageous chances, shall I say?
Yeah.
Not that's just rumor, speculation, not necessarily true. Cover my back there. But yeah, I wouldn't trust EA as far as I could throw them. And EA getting hacked, it's not a good thing because, like I said, the people that are going to be affected by this are not the people that should be racked over the coals and whipped with a cat and nine tails.
No.
It's going to be your lower ranks, the people that...
It's going to be the poor sod who gave the code out.
Well, that was an ex-employee. He's not going to get done. He's long gone now. But the people that are going to suffer the consequences of this are probably players. If a cheat seller gets a hold of the Battlefield 2024.
Oh god,
code.
yeah. Oh no. Well, to be fair, Battlefield's just like COD. It's not that hard to fucking break that game.
The thing is that
now it's just going to be even easier.
It's going to be even worse.
Yeah.
Because you'll have bots that'll be able to snipe you from across the map.
Oh my god, no.
1 pixel headshots.
Pew. Joy. And I was looking forward to Battlefield as well.
I know.
It looked pretty good. Now, not so much. Not so much. Anyway, so, other than that, there hasn't been a lot of news. No. There really hasn't.
I mean, it's post E3.
Yeah, mainly because everybody's talking about E3.
E3's, and E3 was a bit of a damn squid. It was a...
Everywhere I've looked is just stuff to do with E3.
Yeah.
So, I've just basically picked up...
What's happened over the last couple of weeks?
Little things.
Yeah.
That might just think... And we've been talking about Outriders. We play Outriders.
Yes.
So I think this is something for us. The developer has finally accepted that the Outriders grind is far too much. Oh my god!
It took you how
really?
long?
It's not like the entire community of playing the game was telling you this for months.
Since launch.
Man.
Since before launch. God. I mean, when they had the demo out and people were saying, yeah, you need to fix your leveling because it's a little bit on the grindy side.
It's actually, the drop rate is actually going to be increased by 100%.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Weren't they about, a couple of months ago going on about, we're going to have to decrease the drop rate because people are getting too much gear?
Yeah. Well, no. The thing is, right, it's not the drop rate. It's the legendaries. So the
really cool shit.
For Destiny fans, the exotic shit.
Yeah.
The yellow armor, basically. The good stuff.
Yeah.
That was not dropping. Like, I've been doing expeditions with my friend, and this, by the way, this is a game that isn't supposed to have a lot of grinding, and me and my friend have been doing on and off for the last month and a half, and we've yet to get a single yellow.
Jesus Christ!
And it's there's a
problem with that.
And it just got to the point where we've both decided, you know what, I can't really be bothered. No, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play something else.
Yeah.
But hopefully this helps, and hopefully this will get, because this is the thing. This is the thing about the grind is like before the game came out, they went, we're not going to be a big grindy game where you have to spend 300 hours grinding out for one weapon. Yeah, you are. It's so bad.
I mean, did you forget that you were playing on Hyper XP mode? By any chance? When you were testing it out, did you forget to turn off the XP boost that you have for development purposes? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know.
Don't think so.
Yeah, you probably forgot to turn that fucking thing off. You know, the things we don't get.
So that's good. That is some good news.
Yeah, it is good news.
Hopefully it will get players to actually play Outriders again, because the play rate has been dropping. I mean, granted, not as bad as Avengers, because they've even started boycotting that game now.
Understandable. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Anthem. It could have gone the way of Anthem.
I don't know. This is the thing. I'm starting to think, which is worse, Avengers or Anthem?
Anthem.
I don't know.
Anthem.
I don't know.
Anthem.
I'm not sure on it.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, the shit that's been thrown at Avengers is deserved. Completely deserved. But Anthem was a complete and utter unplayable mess on launch.
Yeah, it was.
Like, there was nothing to do in the campaign, let alone end game. They didn't have stuff to do in the campaign, so yeah,
oh, they did.
Yeah, it was all the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
there was literally no variation at all.
Hey, the flying was
what
good.
you saw in E3 in that terrible play demo was literally it. That was it. The only difference was like the instances, the areas were small as fuck, so people were literally going 20 feet and having to reload and having to load the next area. Yeah. Like Anthem is by far it's on the same level as Fallout 76 at launch.
Yeah, I would go that. I would say that. I'm still here right now. Even if with Anthem being dead and no one playing it, which one is worse?
But yeah, Avengers. I'll give you props. Avengers is not that far off, and I think the difference is that Anthem started at a really, 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 really bad spot, and didn't get much better, but did get better. Not enough.
Oh no!
To save it, but it did kind of got better a little bit. Meanwhile, Avengers has started off meh and stayed meh.
Actually, no, I'd argue that it's gotten worse.
And actually gotten worse because new content that they said was actually going to be new content isn't actually new content.
And it's bugged. They've been bugged. They've been.
At least Anthem did give a different mode.
It was awful.
Yes, but it was different.
It was different.
Like,
I'll give
Avengers hasn't actually given anyone...
we're supposed to be talking about Outriders and we've just started shitting on Avengers.
Because we're on about like, well, it could be worse, it could be this, it could be that.
I count Outriders as a live service at the moment, even though they say it's not. It kind of feels like a live service.
If it looks like Destiny, plays like Destiny, and acts like Destiny, then it's a Destiny. If it looks like a live service, acts like a live service, and feels like and plays like a live service, then yeah, you've got a live service here. Despite the fact, whatever you want to call it, it's a live service.
Yes. So anyway, back to Outriders. There is more stuff coming apparently, not just this patch that's going to help. We're going to get apparently new weapons and new armors and stuff.
Oh, you mean like a live service?
Like a live service, yeah. It's also going to introduce an anti-duplication. That word.
Yeah, basically something to stop a duplication glitch.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Which means that there's a duplication glitch in the game somewhere.
Getting multiple drops of the same legendary was a frequent complaint.
Well,
no, because it's a loot shooter.
Yeah. That's so basically if you've had that drop before recently, you don't get it again
for a certain amount of time
or a certain amount of drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. When everyone says that, I'll instantly go, wait, there's a duplication glitch in there?
There's also going to be changes to the bosses, like what they drop. By the looks of things, by the sounds of things, they're actually going to drop specific gear related to them, which is quite good.
Yeah,
I think
gives a reason for replay missions and that, because there's nothing really to replay a mission. There's nothing to encourage you to replay a mission that you've actually done.
Yeah, that's true.
You basically just pick the.
I mean, other than the hunts, because the hunts you replay them and you get more stuff, because every time you hand in a hunt, you get a weapon.
Yeah.
So, other than the hunts, there's nothing really to do anything with. But there is that, and since we're talking about Square Enix, shall we move on?
Yes.
Final Fantasy VII Remake could be going on PC.
Yes.
Coming to the Epic Game Store.
Yes, apparently the Epic Game Store has listed it.
Yes. It's got it on its store listing, apparently.
Look. Games going on as many platforms as possible I think is a good thing. So I don't see any problem with this.
Oh no, I don't think I'm saying this is a good thing.
If Epic has gone with the whole usual, like, we've paid you extra millions of dollars to just put this on our store and none of the other PC stores, then Epic, slap in the face, fuck off, stop doing that. Look, the console wars were a pile of bullshit. Stop it. We were just getting to the end of that with crossplay. We're getting crossplay in a lot of things now, and it's like, yes, finally, the console wars kind of dying down now. Great, we don't need this bullshit anymore. Just like focus on making good games. That's all we want. Yeah. And then Epic comes along and goes, Epic exclusive on PC. Why?
Hey, look, I'm not a PC player, so I don't give a crap.
I know, but still,
I understand the point. Yeah, I think this is a good thing. I've recently bought the remake for my PS5, as you know.
Yes.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
It is great. The actual backgrounds. Oh my god! I just recently did the climb up to Shinra Tower.
Yeah.
And you know how, like, as you climb up, you can see the Sector 7 slums just wrecked.
Yeah. Well, it's clearly it's like the resolution on the background in that scene is slightly lower on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Understandably so.
But the detail on the background is just fantastic. It looks amazing. I should have took a picture. Now that I think about it, I should have took a picture.
It's fine, because I'm pretty sure they used that as an example of the difference between PS5 and.
Oh yeah. But this is good. Unfortunately, still no news on the on anything to do with Final Fantasy. But like we said during our E3 chat, especially the Square Enix one, which was just awful. Chaos.
Oh dear God.
Let's all fight chaos.
I will fight chaos. Oh. Dear God, how to create a meme? Just do that trailer.
We're gonna have, I think, like I said, we're gonna have Final Fantasy 14, which is their next big thing.
Yeah, we're not gonna get anything major,
and then
until either just before 14's launched, because they'll have gone through all their.
We're not gonna get any
just after.
We're not gonna get anything about Remake 2 till 16 comes out. Because after 14, 16 is going to be there. Because Square Enix seem to be doing, especially with the Final Fantasy games,
focusing on one thing.
Especially with their in-house games.
No, what I mean is, like, we won't get anything at all until at least just before 14's launched or after 14's launched. And even then, what we'll probably get is a
concept art. EA concept art.
I think we may get like a title screen and maybe a little inkling of what the world's going to be like. How they're going to do that, because again, like I said, this is going to be a game series that I'm not going to have a judgment until I actually play part 2.
Yeah,
like
I think what they could do is do like an open world game sort of deal,
and basically have the first content.
The world map, like, because obviously in the game you only do sections at a time. It's not until you get to the third disc where you can go.
It's not until like literally
the end
two-thirds through the game that you actually get access to the High Wind and access to the whole map. But I think it's the halfway. either the halfway point or just halfway. I'd say the halfway point. The halfway point is where you first get the tiny Bronco.
Yeah.
And that's the first time you can actually like really go out of the way of like, because that's the first opportunity you get to go to Wutai.
So
and all the shenanigans there.
I mean, what I was thinking is like they could do like a big open world map, right?
But just have the first continent.
But have the first continent and have like kind of have it the way Final Fantasy VII original has it. So basically, I don't know, Nibelheim is. You can see Nibelheim in the distance, and it's just like an icon or something.
Yeah.
And
So
then you get to,
it's
like
Calm Town.
Yeah, Calm Town.
Town
You can see Calm Town. It's like 2 houses.
Basically, it's like
you can once you get there, it changes into.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's like if you think Final Fantasy 14, where you had the open maps.
Yeah.
Where you go round.
Yeah.
And then you go into the town.
So like mini little hub worlds, basically.
Yeah.
Going into that's what I think they'll do. I think that's a much better thing to do than trying to
make the whole
world.
Yeah. I just don't want it to be corridors. That's what I don't
think it will. I think if they do it that way, because I think with next gen,
I don't want it to turn out like I don't want it to turn into Final Fantasy X, where everything was just corridors except one area.
Yeah. No, I don't think they'll do that. I think they're going to do like hub worlds.
Yeah.
So you've got the open world that'll be out, and then Calm Town's like
so like
one hub
12,
world.
like 12 and 14 do.
Yeah, I think we're probably looking at 14, but on a biggest scale.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're going to look at. I think 14 is proof that you can do that. There's somebody working outside, so if you can hear a drill, that's that.
We can't afford to soundproof. Sorry, guys.
It's very hot in here. So I think that's how they're going to do it. It's either going to be 14 or 12.
Yes,
is how they do it.
That is the best compromise between the way Square Enix have gone with their Final Fantasy games and the way the fans want it. I think that's the best compromise.
I think it's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think because I think if they just did a big open world with like Cloud just running around and then I think if you're just going to copy.
I'm not expecting Final Fantasy VII.
I don't see any point.
I'm not expecting the way it's done in Final Fantasy VII with random battles and that. I'm not expecting that.
What?
But what I mean is like the way Final Fantasy games have been going is like.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to close the window.
The way Final Fantasy.
That's annoying me.
Yeah, the way Final Fantasy have been going, like they've gone very, very, very corridory. Like, yeah, 15 has this big open area that you play around in, but once the story gets to a certain point, it's all
linear,
linear and streamlined in corridors. That's it. And 13 was the same, except the opposite way round. It was all corridors until a certain point, and then you had this nice open area. And I don't want that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I want something like 14.
14 or
but just on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I'd also like
because with it being single player, you don't have to worry about 20,000 people that they're being in the same place.
Yeah. God, I love that game.
14's amazing.
I love 14.
14 is amazing.
But yeah, anyway, like I said, I honestly do not think we're going to hear anything about Part 2 till 16. Because they're going to be...
Till 16's launched.
Because they're going to go week on
Here's the thing.
16.
Yeah, but here's the thing. How far away is 16?
16's next year.
Is it next year?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe then.
16's next year.
Maybe.
That's without any delays. There is, possibilities that we're going to get delayed.
And it's Square Enix and Final Fantasy. It'll get delayed.
But at the moment...
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's a little bit too long. I'm not expecting, like, any, like, actual gameplay. But I think...
Oh, we may get, like, a title... What I mean is, like, anything substantial.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we know it's going to be made. We just, like... Them just giving us a title doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, I think the most we're going to get is... if anything,
a title screen.
If anything, a kind of concept of what the world's going to be, how we're going to traverse it.
I mean, I am generally like, just like part of me is just like hyped for it, like that little That little person of me is just like, ah.
See, my problem is I'm worried. Like I've said throughout this entire period, my judgment on this entire Final Fantasy VII remake will not be made by will not be decided until I play Part 2 at least.
And see what the open world's like.
See what
the world's like.
See what the world is. Is it an open world? Is it like Final Fantasy VII where I don't have a corridor to walk down that's pretending to be an open field?
Oh no, blades of grass! I cannot walk. I cannot walk past you.
There's a fence here. I can't climb over it. It is only foot high, but I cannot climb over it.
Oh no.
We've got this is the thing. The PlayStation 5 and current PCs can easily do a game that gives us the level of gives us the way Final Fantasy VII played in a sense of the world.
Yeah.
Right. But in the way that Final Fantasy 14 does it, sort of thing.
I agree. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. Because I know Square Enix have definitely gone massively off their random encounters, and I'm like, but I like grinding.
That's right. But the thing is, you can do, well, maybe not. If they do it the way 14's done, you can do random encounters. It's just it's not really random because you can just...
Yeah, you can see them. That's the thing.
But that's your grind.
Yeah.
And they just respawn every now and then.
Yeah.
And you just run around.
No, I know.
But what I think is
No, I'm just saying the whole trope of people not liking random encounters, and yes, I understand the frustration when you're trying to get to a place, but when you're just grinding, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it helps.
Yes.
But anyway, so that's that. How long has this chat been going on for?
It's going for 45 minutes.
And the last thing, and this is because if anybody's ever, nobody watches these videos, but if anybody's ever watched these videos, you will know that I am a diehard Bloodborne fan.
Yes.
It is by far the best From Software game ever made.
You've been saying if Sony wants to win the next gen console war, they just need to announce one game.
They just need to announce Bloodborne 2. So that will sell millions. Yes. And so now this is not an announcement for Bloodborne 2. But
there's rumours.
There is, and it's not rumours, it is actually a thing. It's just we don't know what it is. From Software are going to be working on a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Now, I'm curious in regards to, because there are two games, and for very different reasons, people have been clamouring for. One is Bloodborne 2. And the other one involves mechs.
Armored Core.
Armored Core, which is From Software.
It does have a code name, this game.
What's the code name?
It's a Velvet Veil. That's the code name.
That makes me think it's Bloodborne.
I'm thinking Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Because of it. It's literally the name that's making me think Bloodborne 2.
That's making me think of potential Bloodborne because there's nothing that would make me think of Armored Core 6 for that.
Unless it's the something to do with the undertitle.
Possibly.
So Armored Core 6 this.
But no, they usually have
the Armored Core is not an exclusive though. I mean, I know it has been, but if I remember correctly, Armored Core 4 and 5 were on the Xbox as well.
So yeah, it's looking like, and also I'm pretty sure it's Namco Bandai. Bandai Namco. I've been to work. That's my excuse. I'm going to stick with it. Bandai Namco I think they're the ones that have the license for Armored Core? Question mark. I could be wrong. Probably am. Who is it then? That has From Software are the developers.
Bandai have it, yeah.
Yeah, that's why the publishers. That's what I want to know.
They're the publishers, yeah.
Yeah. So, with it being Sony, it does kind of point towards Bloodborne or
just a new IP.
New IP from...
The thing is,
they're working on Elden Ring, which is a new IP. I wouldn't think they would be working on 2 brand new IPs.
Yeah.
And there is a large enough clamouring for Bloodborne 2 that it's not a hard decision.
What was I going to say? Oh, there was that. Do you remember that VR game that came out? For the PlayStation, VR. That was done by From Software.
Yeah.
And it has the doll.
Yes.
From Bloodborne in it. And it's just sort of like, because I mean that everybody was saying, oh my god, is that a hint of Bloodborne 2? Because that was the last time we heard anything about Bloodborne.
Yeah, I think I do kind of feel sorry for Bloodborne fans who want Bloodborne 2, because it is literally like, please don't tease me, don't do this to me, don't tease me.
Especially after Sekiro.
Yeah.
I mean, Sekiro's a good game, but that game broke my heart. That game just broke my heart. I was just like, it looked like Bloodborne. Everything pointed to Bloodborne.
And then it wasn't.
And then it wasn't. And then it was just like, oh. But it's still a very good game.
Yes.
Even if I suck at it.
Yes.
So badly. I mean, I can handle the normal enemies. I can handle those guys. I just suck against the bosses.
And then there's the gorilla. The
gorilla, which I killed, and then it came back to life, and I was just like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Done game.
That's
done.
That is an unfairness that I'm not willing to put up with. I killed you. I did your stupid half health thing, and then you changed what you did, your second form bollocks that From Software always do. I did that, and then I killed it, and then it got back up. I'm not no.
What's even worse with the gorilla was that you got the thing.
Yeah.
The text saying you've defeated it. And then it gets up.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest one. It's like, at least with every other Souls game, that doesn't happen. The enemy goes down and you go, okay, so where's my... Oh, that's...
Yeah, you get a cutscene.
You ever get a cutscene or
something just happens.
Yeah, like Sister Frida.
Yeah, you got a cutscene. You beat her.
No, you got a cutscene for... between stage 1 and stage 2.
Oh yeah, and then stage 3 happened, and she
just raises from the dead. But the thing is, you don't get that. You've defeated a load of Satan, blah blah blah. Like, you didn't get that text, so it's like, where's it? Oh, that's a bad sign.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good. I got a bad feeling about.
But this. I'm gonna keep myself calm and collected for this
until it's officially announced.
These are only rumours. Until something is officially announced.
You have been burned before, and therefore shall be cautious in your...
Yes, I'm not going to be...
hypeness.
But I hope it is. I hope it really is. I hope they... Because Bloodborne's one of those things, with it being like a dream.
Yeah.
They can really do anything. They can go anywhere.
Yeah.
With it.
And the fact is like, the fact that they've gone for a love... Well, Bloodborne has that very Lovecraftian feel.
Yeah.
Which... basically allows you to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, like it's madness.
It's complete and utter madness. Like they can go so far with just the horrendousness of things with Bloodborne that wouldn't make sense in a Dark Souls game.
Yeah,
and they can just go way off the deep end. I mean, hell, they had a thing that was just full of eyes.
Well, no, yeah. That's what happens to you in Bloodborne.
Yes. It's just full of eyes.
You get eyes in your brain.
Yeah. 1,000 eyes.
You just expand. The singers fucking hit. Oh my god.
They weren't even that wasn't even the
Oh.
the spider.
The spider bit, yeah. Oh god, I love that game so much. The werewolves. I've actually downloaded it on my PS5. And it runs very well.
I was about to say it probably runs very, very well.
I love it. But
it probably looks absolutely amazing.
I died against the first boss.
Really?
I was shocked at myself. Although I had been waiting. It was like I was sat by the phone. I was literally playing Bloodborne to distract myself because I was waiting for my results.
Yeah.
So I think my brain was just like
I wasn't focusing
on the game.
You weren't fully committed to the game.
And those games, like you have to be focused. Otherwise, you're gonna die.
If you don't pay attention, the game will kill you.
But I got my results. Then I went back in and just murdered the boss.
How'd you do?
As I did. I felt good.
Alright.
But I think that's it.
Yeah.
Bloodborne 2! Not hyped. I'm not hyped at all.
Not at all. Like I say, calm your expectations just in case this turns out to be another Sekiro.
There's no...
It would be so...
Oh my god, could you imagine if it happens just to be Sekiro 2?
Sekiro 2.
I mean, it won't be. I don't think it will be because it's going to be a Sony exclusive. So Sony will have put up the money.
Yeah,
I could see Sony being like, well, Sekiro was really successful. Activision was the
publisher for Sekiro, so yeah. I think this is the thing that points towards Bloodborne more than anything else, is that Sony's. I mean, personally, first things first, I'm not against the Bloodborne 2. Yeah. I enjoyed Bloodborne. It's really good. It kicked my ass, but it was enjoyable, and I really love the speed. Like, the thing that makes Bloodborne more stand out is the aggressiveness and the speed of the combat, compared to the slow and methodical of Dark Souls. So I love the difference there. But if this is Sony deciding, do you know what? We're a Japanese company. We want some mecha.
Yeah.
We want some goddamn anime mecha. And Armored Core's the thing that can give us it. I would not complain.
If I remember correctly, somebody, I can't remember who's done it. It's either going to be on Xbox or it's going to be only on PlayStation. I think it's just PlayStation. But there is a new Gundam game coming.
Yes.
It's going to be like sort of like World of Tanks.
Ooh,
so it's going to be like teams of 6.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me and say, oh yeah, it's potentially like a free-to-play World of Tanks but with Gundam. And I'm like...
Well, that's already out.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation.
Yeah.
On the PS4, you can get that. It's Gundam Battle...
Yeah, no. The one you told me where you, like... I actually like World of Tanks where you get...
Oh, yeah. This one's apparently very much like World of Tanks in the sense that, like, you don't have to... You just start off with a basic tank and it's got tree.
Yeah, you start off with like a Zaku 1,
yeah,
or GM or Ball,
yeah,
and you work your way up to like
fucking Ball.
You work your way up to like the Zaku,
you know what's going to happen,
the Goof, the Doms.
Those ones you're going to end up having to be a Ball at the very beginning.
Oh, for the Federation,
you're not allowed to be anything
for
else.
the Federation, yes.
Like,
you're going to start off. The thing you do not want to do, you're going to have to be with 2 claws and a gun. That's it.
It's going to be awful.
It's going to be terrible.
It's going to be awful, but you're going to have to.
Well, the thing is, all you'll be going up against is just the Xeon planey thingies.
Yeah, but you're still going to get wrecked.
Oh yeah, but
the
so
planes were there. And then you're going to get the tank one.
Oh, the gun tank.
The gun tank.
Gun tanks. Well, depending on which model. The gun tank wasn't bad.
You'll probably get the first lot.
Yeah. Well, no, you go from the first lot, then you get the second lot of gun tanks, then you get probably that's where it'll split off from the gun tank to the GNs, and the GNs will go into the. I'm giving people ideas here. It goes into the Gundam.
Yeah.
The Gundam then goes into Zeta, which goes into Double Zeta, which then goes into New Gundam, and then like they split off into like Destiny and all that sort of stuff. Strike Freedom.
I would definitely do the 00 stuff.
Oh god!
There's like 3 sets of mobile suits.
Yeah, but the problem with 00 in that respect, if you're going off like a World of Tanks thing, is like there's not many models to go through.
I don't know. You can have the pink.
You got the Russian ones. You got the Russian one, the European, and the American one, the flag.
Yeah.
So there's just 3, right? They then get amalgamated into the A-laws with their GNX jinxes.
Yeah.
Right, and there's a couple of extra models there.
Yeah, and then there's the special ones like Mr. Bushido and
there's the special ones. And apart from that, you've got the Tri Gundams, the 3 red ones. You got the special one, Aliel and
we could get DOMs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. With the Xenon forces, you get eventually into like the Goofs and the DOMs.
Oh, we get to
Black
do
Stripe
DOMs.
Black Stripe Stars. And eventually, like, the special ones would be like Sazabi and Shinaju.
Oh yeah.
Unicorn.
Oh my god, the Destroy.
Banshee.
The Destroy Gundam.
Banshee.
And then you could do like special ones like
Kaeska.
Yeah, you could do special ones like the Crossbone.
Yeah.
The G Gundam ones.
G Gundam has to be shouting all the time though.
Burning finger.
Has to be shouting all the time.
Yes. Demon.
Yeah.
He just has to yell. That's his special ability. He just yells.
He just yells.
He just yells at you. Doesn't matter what he's doing. He just yells at you.
Just yells. Constantly. All the time. Never stops.
But yeah, anyway, I think we'll end it there.
Yeah.
We'll end it there talking about Gundam.
Because Gundam's awesome. I don't care what anyone says.
Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed these chats. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.